So looking at a few probability problems, they like to have you work with the word Mississippi. Make sure I can spell it. Oops, extra P, should be an I, ahead of myself. You need a count of how many of each letter. So we know there's only one M, there are 4 I's, there are 4 S's, and there's 2 P's. And all together, there's 11 letters. Okay? So that's the first thing you need to establish is what's going on, how many of each thing you have, no matter what they give you. So I'm going to choose a different letter, but if, let's say perhaps they ask you to choose the probability of getting a P first, right? You're simply setting up a fraction. The top is how many times you could get a probability, or excuse me, get a P value. So that would be twice. There are 2 P's that I could gather out of this. And how many total choices could I make goes in the denominator. That would be 11. Right? If they just want the probability of any one single letter, that's what it would be. They ask, though, maybe what's the probability of getting a P first and a S second. Right? Well, the probability of getting an S, given you've already chosen a P, would look like this. And notice it did say without replacement. So once I choose that P, that number's gone, and my total now reduces to 10. Right? I still have 4 S's that I could choose, and that would be now out of 10. If I want to know the probability that I actually chose both of those, first a P and then an S, then that would simply mean I take those two probabilities, 2 over 11, and multiply it by 4 over 10. When I do that, that's going to give me 8 over 110, or 4 over 55. So that would be my probability. If they ask me the probability of choosing an trying to think the next level. That pretty much covers both of the problems in the probability section that you asked about.